I'm Mark Joly. I'm a psychic, a modern-day oracle.
Do you have a question you'd like to start with?
Although I've been blind since birth, I have the ability to see things that others cannot. When I touch somebody's hand, I get flashes of their past, present, and future. I've teamed up with one of North America's most talented mediums.
I'm Laura Warren. I've been communicating with spirits since I was a child. As a professional psychic medium, I act as a conduit between the living and the dead.
Laura and I are on the road, putting our psychic skills to the test, investigating paranormal mysteries in some of the oldest places in North America. While we tap into our psychic ability to solve the case, outside experts use logic and science in effort to debunk the supernatural.
It's a dead zone.
I did not find anything that could be interpreted as ghosts.
In the end, it's up to you to decide, is this place haunted or not? Sight Seers.
So we're driving into the town of Millbrook, Nova Scotia.
Another Nova Scotia town.
Yeah, so this is a Mi'kmaq First Nations community.
Okay.
You can really feel like there's a sense of community here. We are going to see Annessa. She has had some very interesting things happening in her home.
My name is Annessa Brooks. I've been having some kind of experience. I have like this little Buddha statue on my door. When I came home one night, it was flipped over. We've had some different words appear on my shelf. Sometimes they'll say like MAS, or I've had the word Gemini. One of the other shelves below it, it wrote flame. You wouldn't believe it if you didn't see it or you didn't go through it. Oh my goodness, like I got chills down my body, or just like goosebumps were just all over. Just looking more for some more answers, I guess, because I don't really have any.
So far, what we know is that there has been some words appearing on a shelf.
Sounds different than anything else I've been on.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi there.
My name is Annessa.
I'm Mark.
Hi, Mark. Nice to meet you.
I am Laura.
Hi, Laura. Nice to meet you.
I understand you and a few spirits live here.
Yes, apparently it would seem that way.
Let's go find them.
All right, come on in. So, welcome to my home.
Okay.
I'll show you where all the activities kind of been happening at the end of the hallway.
It's so cute here. I love the color.
Thank you. So it seems pretty central to this spot down here. It doesn't seem to go anywhere else. This is the shelf where all the mysterious writing has been kind of popping up.
Words pop
Yeah,
up?
they were written in the dust.
The shelves are black, so if any little bit of dust gets on them, you would see it.
That was another thing that I noticed too, was the amount of dust that would collect just before it would happen. So I actually have some pictures here, if you want to take a look at that. And they write backwards.
So are they all backwards?
All backwards.
Okay.
All backwards.
So this one says Gemini and fire. I could definitely see that.
I was a little intrigued by it because, you know, having a son myself, I kind of figured that maybe he was the one writing on it. But every time I noticed the writing, he wasn't home. Smart as he is, I don't think he can write Gemini backwards so clearly. It would be interesting if he could, but it definitely wasn't him. He wasn't home when any of these things were happening either. So it was definitely weird that it was just me that was home.
You a Gemini?
I'm not. I'm a Pisces, and my son is a Taurus.
Yeah.
It wrote flame on one shelf and then an MAS on another shelf.
Sam.
Sam.
Yeah.
And ironically, my son's father is named Sam.
Would you recognize your ex's handwriting?
Yeah. He
And
has.
that is not it?
No, it's not his handwriting. It's not his handwriting. He's got very cursive-y handwriting.
Does he have a key to the house?
No key to the house.
Okay.
No, he doesn't have access to the house unless I'm here. So.
Sam has been written more than once.
Yeah, that one seems to be the most prevalent one.
Somebody's really trying to talk to you.
Yeah, really trying to get through there.
Yeah.
I had this flower plant on the shelf where my grandmother gave me for my birthday. And when I went to move it, there was this dime right behind it. I've always known that dimes are messages from the spirit world, their loved ones. And I thought it was kind of funny because like it's just in such a spot that just, you wouldn't think of a dime being there. I moved it, totally forgot all about it. Then it showed back up the next day. So I just laughed, and knowing that, I kind of chuckled and wiped the shelf down. And I had said out loud, okay, let's test it. And I put it out in the kitchen. The next day, I looked over, could see it right at the end of the hallway.
There again.
It was there again. And that was when I got one of the waves of emotion where it was just like, wow, okay, so that really happened. I would get like a surge of emotion where like I would just, tears would form in my eyes. And I wasn't sad or anything, but like it was such an overwhelming experience that like I would get tears and then I would get shivers. That same night, that was when the writing had started appearing. This is a picture of my grandmother and I in her old house before it had burnt down. So my grandmother, Connie, she lived in this house my whole life. And then the house burnt down. She got out of the fire safely. There was no serious injuries there. And we rebuilt it. I moved in here April 2018. And then this one was the word love.
Oh, yeah.
And then on one of the other shelves below it, it wrote fire. Part of me thinks that it might be my grandmother. At the same time, I don't know. You know, being an Indigenous woman, I've grown up kind of being more open-minded to the spirit world. So there's been a few other things that have happened. The bathroom door will close and lock on me. I've tried and tested my theories of accidentally locking the door handle. You can't accidentally lock it.
So a lot of activity just in this area.
Yeah, it seems to be central to this area. I don't know what it is, but it's this area. I've also had my Buddha statue on my door flip over. So it kind of was like that when I noticed it.
Yeah. It's round on the front. In order for it to flip around, it would be really difficult to do unless you actually picked it up and did it yourself.
Yeah.
So strange.
I tried opening and closing the door and slamming it and wouldn't budge.
Do you ever feel a presence?
Sometimes I feel like a little bit of like something's not watching me, but like something's kind of there and then it'll go away very quickly. Or I'll be laying in bed and I'll get like a heat source.
Body heat.
Yeah, it's like a body heat and it's just central to the one spot. And then I'll move my foot and it'll go away.
This area, like the bedroom where the bed is, the end of the bed, and your bathroom and the shelf here, like it's all in one really centralized area.
It seems to be really all in one centralized area.
Okay.
You have your work cut out for you.
I do feel like there is a message, a bigger message. So yeah, now we have to figure out how we're going to get to the bottom of everything.
Exactly, yeah. Take it apart, one bit at a time.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Sight Seers. Laura and I are investigating a case in the Mi'kmaq community of Millbrook First Nation.
This is the famous shelf.
Yes, I hear there's lots of activity right here in this area of the house. Since we've come here, I've been dizzy. It feels like energy is passing me by. The writing backwards is very curious to me.
It might just be kind of an affect from maybe the spirit world trying to talk to her. So I don't know that is significant yet, but I'll find out. Annessa talked about being locked in the bathroom and the doorknob kind of being locked without her locking it.
Or that the door slammed and it was locked.
That too. And so a lot of times it can come across as a little bit scary in the moment, but I think what it is spirit's just really trying to get her attention.
Yeah. That's what I feel too.
You need to talk to Annessa and take her hand, and I need to talk to the spirits.
Yeah.
The way I do readings and the way I work, I do read energy. So it's not just spirit energy, but because spirit is often present, because they often have messages, that's what comes forward. It could be a spirit guide, or it could be a great grandmother, or it could be many different energies. And I read them like sort of like frequency or like radio waves. Feels like Annessa has a lot of family protection, and I have a symbol for when the protection goes back through the generations. And I see almost like if you looked at two mirrors together and you see the reflection that's repeated over and over again, that's a symbol I see of like heads and shoulders going back many, many generations. They're calling Annessa back to a more traditional life, to more traditional belief system, and to understand and value where she came from.
For clues to help solve this complicated case, I need to sit down with Annessa. Annessa, I've been so excited to see your hand. When we've seen some of the happenings that went on around here, I've been convinced that the answers are going to be in your hand. Properly open my third eye, I just have to smell the eucalyptus oil, do a quick meditation, on goes the psychic mind, and I'm ready to read. I'm seeing, leading from the shells, I'm seeing a chain of hearts. They're different hearts.
Okay.
They are, some of them are big, some of them are small, but they're all sort of chained together.
Okay.
The trail of hearts are hearts of people you've loved, family you've loved. Also mixed in there are the hearts of people who have loved you.
Okay.
So I'm seeing the opening of a cave, okay? And there you were, like pulling person after person and bringing them into the light. As these people were coming out of the darkness, coming out of the cave, you're handing them umbrellas. All right, and an umbrella is a form of protection. I see trees in everybody's hands, okay, and that talks of their family.
Okay.
And what I saw is your family at the base, the roots of the tree are very, very vast.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's funny that you say like the tree and the roots, because I just recently got a tattoo on my thigh, and it's in the representation of a family tree.
Yeah, yeah.
And the roots are really long, and I have a heart in the middle of the roots.
Okay. All the things that I'm saying, these are all things that people want your attention, whether it's the people in the heavens or whether it's the people that you're bringing out into the light, that you're sharing your good spirit with. And that's why we have like the knockers on the doors. We have the little notes being written over here.
Yep.
These are just the spirits trying to get your attention.
So here we are in your beautiful backyard.
Yes, it's gorgeous. We got a nice, beautiful day.
I brought some sweetgrass with me, and I was wondering if you would mind if I lit some.
No, not at all.
Okay. And I also have white buffalo sage, which is kind of like my go-to.
Yeah.
Use it all the time.
Yeah.
What I really wanted to kind of touch base with you about today, talk to you, there has been some impressions that have come forward for me.
Okay.
Your grandmother's spirit energy has been with me for a few days. She was pretty adamant that she wouldn't tell me too much until we sat down in person. Okay. The one thing that I did really feel very strongly is that she's very proud of you. There's an acceptance in her too, that she knew that she wasn't going to be able to see you really reach your full potential in your life, but at the same time, she is watching you. She wants to be your sounding board, so you can talk to her, you can share with her, talk out loud, and listen, because she said she's been speaking to you for a long time, and you hear her, but you often go, oh, that's just a memory. She's talking to you all the time, and you hear her very clearly. It's interesting that the words that showed up on your shelf are flame and fire, because that's a theme that ran through her life. Your grandmother wants to make sure that your voice is always heard, because she said you do have a hard time speaking up for yourself. She does say that it's hard for you because there's family trauma. And she said that you feel it, like it's happened to you, even if things haven't happened to you, and you see things as if it's happened to you. And it's almost like if somebody was cut, you feel cut. And she said, that's the beautiful part of you. It's challenging, but that's your beauty, that you understand how people feel.
We definitely lost a lot of our culture in our family through the generational trauma that had happened and stuff with her being a survivor of the residential schools. So for us, it's been kind of that struggle to connect again and find those roots.
Your grandmother wants you to know that you have all the support of your family that's passed on, and she's organizing them and orchestrating all these events to happen in your life so that you're looked after.
Sight Seers. While Laura and I scrutinize Annessa's property for spirit messages, another investigator arrives.
I'm Daryl Walsh. I'm a paranormal analyst, and I've been called here to Millbrook to this relatively new house that is experiencing supernatural happenings. I've come to a fascinating mystery. We're talking about ghostly writing. Ghostly writing is very rare in parapsychology.
So this is the infamous bookcase. Let me try. It is not easy. The ghost has more dexterity than I do.
In sleep, when we're asleep, there are 4 stages. Stages 3 and 4 are very deep. And stage 4 is when we dream, we actually dream. Stage 3, however, is when we sleepwalk. And we can really do a lot of complex things in sleepwalking. The homeowner might have got up and subconsciously wrote whatever the brain was thinking of. It was written backwards, which is kind of something we'd expect if it was coming from the deep side of the brain. Most sleepwalkers, unless they live with somebody and the person says, you were sleepwalking last night, don't know that they do it.
And a moving dime.
She had a dime, and the dime kept moving. Everything's too solidly built, so no shaking that I did at all moved anything. Unless she did this in her sleep again at night, if it happened during the day and she was awake, I can't explain that. I could explain it maybe if somebody else in the house decided to play a joke on her.
Now, Mr. Buddha, how would you get backwards?
As for the Buddha, there is no way that Buddha can move without somebody physically moving it.
You're not moving.
There's that big discussion in parapsychology about how an ephemeral ghost can actually move something that's physical. But if we even put that aside, what I think probably happened was the homeowner nudged the Buddha, and because the homeowner already was primed to think something weird was going on because of the writing, she tied it in together and said, okay, the Buddha. After doing a careful analysis, I could not find anything that's supernatural, unusual, mysterious. I'd say this is just a simple case of sleepwalking and seeing what you want to see.
As one expert heads off, another joins the investigation.
Hi, my name is Rick Sr., and I'm a professional home inspector. Today I'm here in Millbrook to investigate some odd occurrences that are happening in this home. So this is the door knob that seems to be locking all by itself. This is a twist type locking door handle. The problem is that somebody would physically have to turn that lock in order to lock the door itself. And I don't believe that it would lock on its own or even accidentally. The door is binding quite badly at the top, and I can see where that could be mistaken for it being locked from the inside. This humidistat controls the air exchanger in the home. The air exchanger regulates the amount of moisture that's in the air within the home. This may be the cause of the door swelling and therefore sticking in the door frame. So this door doesn't jam at all like the other one. I can't see any reason why that Buddha would flip over by itself. This is the home's air exchanger. It's used to regulate the amount of humidity that's within the house at different percentages for different seasons. The intake is badly blocked with debris and it really needs to be cleaned. This could be preventing proper airflow through the house. And this may be affecting the overall percentage of moisture in the house. Therefore, the doors are swelling beyond what they should be. I have to say that I'm pessimistic. I don't believe anything of a paranormal nature is happening in this house.
Sight Seers. Annessa, I'd like to thank you for inviting us into your home so that we can conduct our investigation. Laura and I strongly believe that there are spirits here at work.
During the initial walk around, I just had this feeling like spirit was so present. Some of the signs are to confirm that it was your grandmother. That was her way of directly telling you, listen, because it's me talking to you.
I had my strong belief that it was her, and I feel like that just kind of was my confirmation.
She did tell me some things. The fact that Sam's name showed up, and I do believe it is Sam, it's pretty unmistakable.
Yeah.
She said that in this life, one of your challenges was to move past that relationship in a sense.
Okay.
The two of you are kind of going in different directions. The dimes were placed there and moved around to get your attention. And it is a message from all the passed on loved ones that you have that have come forward to help you in this time. There's a lot of pain in your family and a lot of trauma.
Yeah.
You have a path where you are releasing all this family trauma and this pain that's been in your family for so many generations. Your grandmother survived. She survived so much. And she said, you don't have to go through the same things as she did. You're very resilient, and your soul and your spirit has a path. You're gonna do this just by being yourself and letting your light shine in the world.
It all makes sense. It all is it's like the last piece of the puzzle, I think, that I needed to really lock it in place and move on and continue on to my journey and see where the rest of it goes.
Some may dismiss mysterious writing at Annessa's as a result of sleepwalking. Others may see it as proof of communication from beyond the grave.
Executive producer Johanna Elliott, supervising producer Jennifer Como, series director Donna Davies, hosts Mark Joly and Laura Warren, director of photography Mark Hammond, integrated described video consultant Ron Rickford, development and production executive Andrew Morris, director programming AMI TV Brian Perdue, vice president content development and programming John Melville, president and CEO David Arrington, Ocean Entertainment Limited.
Produced in association with AMI.